Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on St. Louis.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between our visitors and the Tennessee Titans. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right at it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Taken down and sacked.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A good pickup there, a 22.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Rolling to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems Be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Dalvin took the ball.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They're going option play on 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 6 carries, 64 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And inches at the 13-yard line.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It's good. Makes the score Vikings 7, Titans 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in a long lot of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That'll be complete to Cook. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a dump off here complete, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
22-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And
it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The Vikings 5-yard line.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
The first down pass.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman, the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? So here are the Vikings to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch. Run, 49 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this one complete on the slant route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the foot.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
At their own 18-yard.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 82 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they want to keep that going now because once you get one,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They get this out left, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jake Elliott.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
2nd and 3. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks. About angling for a new contract.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A 7-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Watch the curve.
Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Anthony Barr, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
In punt formation.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got it at the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now in desperation. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
it.